Hey, Sarah. We're recording a podcast.
Oh my god.
It's called the MCU Review.
MCU review?
Yeah,
Is it recording?
Yeah, it's recording, Sarah. Your face is so astounding.
Woo!
But yeah,
Oh no, Totoro's not working out today.
we're slap-sided a bit.
He wants to take a nap.
In his defense, the closet's a little crowded today.
Yeah, so we brought
Too many snacks.
We brought too many snacks.
Too many snacks. You are like surrounded by the snacks right now. Can we point out you have a snack on every side?
I do. It's weird.
And 2 drinks in front of you.
Both are mine.
Yeah. Benjamin looks like he's just...
Benjamin's like disappointed. He's like, "Why do you have so many snacks and drinks?"
Benjamin is a light-up skeleton that I have that is doing a sassy face. He's beautiful. Yeah, Benjamin. It's great. But yeah, this week we watched a movie. You might have heard of it. It's called Thor Ragnarok.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah. It was great. I'm gonna have a sip right now, so excuse me.
It's your turn to do the recap.
Eh.
And, because I did last week, which was Spider-Man Homecoming. Ayo!
Yes.
I loved that movie.
It was a great movie, except it doesn't fit with the rest of my collection because it doesn't say what phase it's in.
Yeah, even like the one from Universal Studios says it. But Sony was like, no, we're going to put a spider right where phase 3 is supposed to go.
Yeah. The Incredible Hulk, it should say, yeah, it says phase 1, like the rest of them that are in phase 1. All the ones that I have that are in phase 2 say phase 2, although the other one that I have from phase 3, says phase 3, but not Spider-Man, no.
Spider-Man's like, I am the rebel child of this.
Spider-Man wants to be different. I blame Sony. It is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse the sound of snacking.
Nom 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 nom.
So yeah, the movie, it starts off, Thor's in a cage talking to a dead body. Because, you know.
He is.
Yep, that's fun. And then he gets out of the cage and he fights a big guy. I don't know his name.
Yeah.
He's a fire demon.
He's the one
dude.
that is prophesized to bring the destruction of
Asgard? Oh, you mean Ragnarok?
Yeah.
I mean,
bring it upon Ragnarok.
I mean, if you know stuff about mythology, you might know that that's called Ragnarok, Sarah. I mean, technically, Ragnarok is the destruction of the Yggdrasil, the world tree.
I mean, eventually he got there.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't just that. Ragnarok didn't happen the way in the movie. That's not how it happened.
Marvel has to emphasize more. They don't follow mythology to the T. Yeah, because they're not a mythology thing. They're more AO comic book.
I mean, I noticed because Loki's not tied up in a cage with snake venom dripping on his face, and he's not married, and he doesn't have a son who's a wolf. So, yeah. I'm just like giving random facts about. And Thor was never almost married to a dude, giant guy.
Cyclops.
Cyclops. Thank you. Snappy snap step.
He was like,
Someone stole his hammer, and he was angry about it, and the dude was like, I want to marry that pretty lady. And he's like...
Sylph.
Was it Sylph? I don't know if it was... Okay.
It was Sylph, and she's like, nah.
Nah. And so she's like, but hey, you can borrow my pretty dress. So Thor borrows her pretty dress, gets a veil. Loki dresses us up as like a maid of honor, and then
I've seen pictures of that. Yeah.
And then they have the wedding, and the dude puts Mew Mew on Thor's lap because he's like, here, my bride, you hold this, and then Thor's just like, okay, smash.
And I think Thor is supposed to be, married to, Sylph at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so none of this is, going down, but, apparently Ragnarok is going down the wrong way.
Yeah. The sun wasn't swallowed by a wolf, so.
There was a wolf, but he did not swallow the sun.
There wasn't a dragon covered in dead bodies, you know.
Well, there was a dragon with dead bodies, but, like, they were, like, an army.
In the, like, in the fire cave, yeah. But he was not covered in dead bodies. No. And he was not sleeping at the base of Yggdrasil, so, you know.
Marvel did not care about mythology.
Don't you know, Marvel? Mythology. Get with the times.
Well, and then Thor is supposed to be, like, kind of like an a-hole.
Yeah. I mean, he was in the first movie.
Yeah, but, like, he's supposed to be, like, full-on, like... You haven't played God of War.
No, I have not. I
have.
I only know this from, like, Dale Kingsmill videos.
But, like, in God of War...
Yeah.
Spoilers, she didn't come for a God of War's podcast, but, you know, he's really, really bad. So is Odin. And a lot of other mythology people.
How is Loki?
Well, supposedly Loki is the son of, in this one, the son of the God of War.
Who is what?
The God of War.
Who is the God of War? What's his name?
I don't remember.
But Loki's his son?
Yeah. He isn't, like, named Loki. He's revealed later to be Loki. At the end of the game, it's your real name is like, your mother wanted you named Loki because she was, like, a giant and could see stuff.
Was Loki a good guy in the game?
He's a son. He's learning from, like,
Is the God of War the, like, main character?
Yes.
Okay.
And, he's had, like, many different games, but this is, like, a reboot, sort of. And, so he's, like, he tells his son, like, your mother wanted you named Loki, and then we're like, oh, because, you know, Ragnarok and all of them. Us who know that, it's like, oh my god. Throughout the game, he does, like, struggle with being kind of...
a jerk?
Yeah, sort of, like...
You know,
he's from God of War. God of War runs on anger. So he got that from his dad.
In mythology, Loki once tricked a blind guy into killing his beloved brother. But that's neither here nor there. I just thought that was interesting.
The Ghost of Sparta, I know is...
The Ghost of Sparta? What?
That is part of the God of War's...
Oh.
He's from Greece.
Oh.
I could sit here and explain to you the entire game.
Okay. Maybe we shouldn't do it.
But we're doing a Marvel podcast, not a gaming podcast. That'd be something I did. Like me just sitting here explaining games to you.
I want that game lore.
Game lore, yeah.
Make that podcast.
I've been thinking about a couple podcasts, like maybe like a D&D podcast between you and me, but it would have to be heavily homebrewed because we don't have the dice for that. Yeah. So we'd have to figure something out.
Yeah, okay. May we point out, I've played D&D once.
I DM'd once and it was horrible.
Yeah, Sarah was my DM. Yeah. It was me, Sarah, and her ex-boyfriend, not at the time.
Not at the time X, but at this time X.
Yeah.
He's staying X.
He's not just any kind of X. He's a dead-to-me X, so, yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
I don't think he listens to...
I hope not. He did make the thing for this podcast. He made the,
yeah, he knows it exists, but...
Yeah, he made the logo for the podcast.
You made the logo. He
fixed it.
Yeah, he fixed it.
I created the design, and then I was like, I don't know how to make this the right size. Fix it. And you're like, I know someone who can fix it. And then he fixed it. And it was
I sent it back to you. It was the exact same, except different size.
Yeah. Very, very kind, except now he's dead.
He was very kind up until the end. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah. He wasn't terrible.
He wasn't terrible.
You have worse exes.
Yeah, I definitely have worse exes.
You should probably have a restraining order against them.
Yes, a couple definitely need a restraining order. But, like, if I ever see them again, they're definitely getting pepper spray in the face.
You have pepper spray?
Yeah.
Can I have pepper spray?
I mean, I could gift it to you.
I've never had pepper spray, and I really want pepper spray.
I've never had to use it, but, like, if they show up again... Definitely will.
They just show up on your doorstep. Ding dong. You bring out the pepper spray.
Ding dong. I look out like cause like I don't look out like the people. I'll like open the door, and then I'll be like, hold up, I got something for you. Walk into my room, find the pepper spray, which I know exactly where it is, and then be like, Hi, yes, my name's Sarah. Have pepper spray to the face. Leave.
Hello,
and then close the door.
Inigo Montoya. You killed my father.
Prepare to die.
No, it's like, hello, my name is Sarah. You murdered my heart. Prepare to die.
Basically, yeah. And then I'll close the door, lock it, and then walk away.
Well, they're screaming in agony.
Yeah.
My eyes.
I'm thinking about like a D&D podcast about you and me. I don't know how to set up a podcast. That's the only thing stopping me, and I'd have to heavily homebrew it, so it would take me some time. But if you want that, I could talking to Liz. I could do that. But you would, don't know how to set up a podcast.
I can.
You would have to walk it through.
Maybe I'll make a video how I podcast and just show you how it's
that,
done.
Or I would YouTube only the audio and put the audio, like a picture and an audio.
You don't want the you don't want pictures. You don't want a live image
because it would be really homebrewed and be kind of weird to see us play. Maybe we'll do that, but and then I guess the game lore.
So a game lore podcast. I have several ideas for a podcast. If you steal any of these ideas, I will find you and I will give you a stern talking to with your mother. These are all TM pending. Patent pending, do not, or Sarah will find you, and she will pepper spray you.
I will. I could also, my thought, if I ever have to pepper spray someone, I also carry a knife, so I would stab them and then pepper spray that.
You're much more prepared for situations like this.
Yes.
Like, my plan if someone tries to murder me, just being like, hey, why don't we go for some froyo? And then, I'll pay, because I'm dying,
I got nothing else to lose.
The last thing I had was, a salad,
Let me have, a last meal kind of thing, but with froyo.
And I'll buy you froyo. So, you either murder me now, and you don't get any froyo, or...
And, froyo is good for lactose intolerant people, because it's not really made with, milk. So, even if he was lactose, he couldn't be like, no, I'm lactose intolerant.
I like that you're just assuming it's a guy who's trying to murder me.
Well, no, I used, he as in generalization. Before this became a problem, he, she became a problem, he was just used as generalization.
Okay. Well, it just surprises me because you call everyone girl.
Yeah, I go, girl, and then, when I'm using a sentence, I'll be like, he. So, you're either a girl, no matter what you are, you're either a girl or a guy to me, or a guy. Never, together. I
just use the term they.
I use girl. When I'm, really confused about your gender, or, I'm too lazy to, genderize you, I'll be like, girl, with G-U-R-L. So, it's not, girl, in
no, it's
your...
girl!
It's girl! What you doing?
I'm just... the Despicable Me meme? Girls.
Oh,
it's girl with the O. So now I'm just thinking of that, girls. But yeah, I have an idea for 2 other podcasts. One, since I don't watch horror movies, I think it would be cool to have just a podcast of me reacting to horror movies, because I've never seen one. I've seen M. Night Shyamalan movies, which I've been told aren't horror movies, but I've seen The Happenings, The Happening, Signs, and The Village, and I hated them because I was just
I haven't sat down and watched recent one of the newer.
You know what?
Movies.
I actually have seen a horror movie by M. Night Shyamalan. It's called Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Ayo!
We were
throwing shade.
I just remembered. Okay, we were at Walmart earlier today, and there was a bin filled with movies nobody wanted. So they're just here, cheap movies, buy them. And so I was like, hold up. Here, look at this trash. And it was just Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I was like, I don't want to see this. And I just pushed it away. I'm like, no, nobody needs this. But yeah, so I thought it would be an interesting idea to have a podcast of just me reacting to horror movies. It's called New on Elm Street.
New on Elm Street. You couldn't, a couple of, movies, you could call me up and be like, is this truly scary?
Yeah.
And then find out for yourself. But, the newer ones, I can't. One I really want to see, I don't know what it's called, but I think it's called, Afraid of the Dark. Or Don't.
What?
it's something, I don't remember the name of it, but like there's a monster in the dark, and like when you turn off the light, she's there and she tries to kill you.
Are You Afraid of the Dark? Isn't that like a Nickelodeon?
No.
No,
it's newer, and it's like it was in the...
But there is like an old TV show that was like, Are You Scared of the Dark? And it was like people telling horror stories. Wasn't it?
I've seen that. When you're a kid, that's freaking scary. But now that you're an adult, you're like, how was I ever scared of this? It's kind of like Goosebumps. Yeah. You're like, they were terrifying to you when you were little.
I never
the TV
watched
show, not
Goosebumps.
The book. I've never read...
Or read them. I've
never read them, but like I've seen a couple of like the old TV shows.
If you can't tell from like my main aesthetic, I'm not a like horror gal. Like I like the blood aesthetic. I don't mind the blood aesthetic. And I don't mind the darkest, like, just all black clothing. Like, Loki in this movie, all black suit, yes. That was beautiful.
From my aesthetic, like, if you look at me and see me on the street, you'll never be able to tell I'm a gamer girl.
Can we point out how white we sound like that right now? Like, my aesthetic.
My aesthetic.
But, like, I wear dark-colored things, and I also wear really bright-colored things, so you never know with me. One time I wore black 2 days in a row, and someone was like, are you goth now? And I'm like, no, I just, like, what?
My closet consists of dark
I'm just wearing dark clothing, and you were, what?
I once convinced someone that I was emo.
On purpose?
No, by accident.
Okay.
Because my closet is so full of, like, dark clothing.
I mean, I wouldn't
be... At the time, I didn't have, like, brighter clothes. But at the time when he said that, I was wearing, like, a dark t-shirt and a dark skirt. But, like, the t-shirt had, like a neon smiley face with splatters of neon colors. Okay. Like, as if someone, like, threw paint at it, like paintballs.
Yeah.
And so I was like, can you see this shirt?
It is literally neon. Calm down.
Like, it may be black, but, like, everything else about it is...
Yeah, okay.
Really...
If you want to get a donut out of the bag without getting icing on your hand?
Nah.
Oh, you don't care?
YOLO.
Okay. Well, I improvised the strategy, and you just... Okay, and now there's going to be chocolate on your book. That's great.
Yeah.
There's still... Okay.
Yeah, no, I did that on purpose. Didn't you see me? I squished it down a bit, and then got it off.
Okay, but yeah, and then I had another idea for a podcast called Ghibli and Me. Which is like Studio Ghibli movies, just watching Studio Ghibli movies. All of my podcast ideas revolve around movies. I'm just like, you know what? Yeah.
Mine are games.
Games? I mean, can we talk about how sacrilegious it is that you play so many games and have a Marvel podcast, and you're not playing the new Spider-Man movie?
Oh my god.
Spider-Man game, sorry.
I really want to.
Just go and get it. There's other game...
I could, but like...
There's other game stores than GameStop, Sarah.
I know, but like, Game Exchange, I also...
Don't trust, or...
They don't usually carry, like, newer games.
Why don't you just order it online?
I could do that.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Wow, Sarah. The shame on your face right now is just, oh yes, the internet's a thing.
Yeah. I was like, oh right, internet.
Yeah.
I forget Amazon is a thing sometimes. Like, I do use it, like, often. But, like, sometimes I forget they also carry games.
I'm sorry, the term, sometimes I forget Amazon's a thing.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Can we just get you a shirt that says, sometimes I forget Amazon's a thing? Please.
That'd be great.
Just...
And on the back it says, I'm not sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, back to the podcast, the recap, you know. So the movie starts out, Thor's in a cage, he is no longer in the cage with the dead body.
He like drops down with a cane.
He's talking to this one dude. He's a fire lava monster.
Yeah, we'll just call it that.
Yeah, and now I'm thinking of the I Lava You from Pixar. Like, I bring me someone to lava. Now, okay. But yeah,
he's like talking to him, and like every time he's like just slowly spinning.
And he's like, wait, hold up, give me a second.
I need to look at you.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, I swear, I'm not moving this thing. It's just, sorry. But yeah, and then okay, so they fight, they break up, they kiss, they make up. What song is that? I don't even know. Why am I singing? You're hot and you're cold. Oh, the edit of that to Steve Rogers and Johnny Storm. Yep. I like how it took me a second. Who is the Human Torch? Stephen Grant Rogers of the 107th and Jonathan whatever Storm. Yeah. The invisible.
Human Torch.
Yep.
And
I was about to say the Invisible Woman's brother. But wait, yeah.
They are?
Yeah, they're siblings. I don't think they were in the latest incarnation. Yeah. Because they did not...
the movies are not good. Like, it's... Marvel's first family is not...
It's Sony.
It's Sony's first... And whatever.
It is Marvel, technically, but it belongs to Sony.
Yeah, but, it's Marvel's first, like...
Yeah.
Super family.
Let's try this. Mm-hmm. Oh, no.
Like, the movies are not good.
But I think,
they're trying. I appreciate their effort. But they need to either step it up or, like, back off.
I think Sony either had to, like, keep on making...
to keep the rights.
To keep on making movies to keep the rights. So they're just like, it doesn't matter if it's good or not.
Oh, that's what they had to do with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's why they...
Andrew Garfield was a thing.
Yeah, that's why they have, like, 2 remakes. Like, one, like, original and a remake.
Yeah, well, let's not trash Andrew Garfield. We haven't seen that movie.
I appreciate their effort, because without them, we wouldn't have a lot of things we have, like, superhero movies we have. But, those movies don't hold up.
Nobody wants to see Andrew Garfield's face. I'm sorry, Andrew Garfield.
You're a good human being, but...
As a human, we know nothing about you.
I'm pretty sure
your face, it could use some work. I'm sorry, I'm joking.
We love you.
It just seems like a weird thing. Like, he just looked like a weird Spider-Man, I don't know.
Spider-Man is weird to begin with.
Yeah. It's a dude who was bitten by a spider, and now he has powers of the spider. I think that's why Homecoming was so good, because it didn't show the backstory.
Bite. It didn't show Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
It didn't show his parents dying. We didn't have to like go through all of that.
Yeah.
They were just like, he has powers. Let's go.
Homecoming wasn't an origin story. We don't need that. We've seen there were other movies for that.
Like, the reason why, back to the video game, but, like, the reason why people love it so much is because it's not really an origin story. He's already, like, Homecoming has already, like, happened in that.
Oh, is that based off Homecoming?
No, it's based off all the Spider-Man thing, but, like, Homecoming, you can tell
heavily
it's part of that.
Influenced by Homecoming?
It's part of that universe.
Is there a dude in the chair? Wait, Nick's not in it? What's his name? What?
No.
What's the dude's name? Hold up.
Spoilers if you haven't seen it.
No, what's Ned? No, a Nick.
Okay,
Ned.
Technically, right now it's Yuri, which is she is a police officer at the police.
Police officer at the police?
Yeah, at the police station. Well, she's a captain, I think. Anyway, she has like some sway there, and she's like, "Ayo, bad stuff are happening.
Okay.
Do this.
Besties for the resties.
Not really. It's great. There's one time, he's like, Spider Cop! And,
she's like, no.
And, yeah, she's like, no, bye. She, at one point, literally hangs up on Spider-Man. She's like,
how does she know Spider-Man?
She doesn't know Peter Parker. Yeah. She knows Spider-Man.
Wait, she has Spider-Man's number?
Yes.
But couldn't she, like, track that and be like, oh, this phone is registered to one Peter Parker?
No, he has it, like, especially for, like, Spider-Man.
Oh, see? He has a spider phone!
Yeah, I'm assuming he has, like, Spider-Man phone. It doesn't necessarily tell you in a Peter Parker... You switch between, like, Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Like, you see he has a life, he has Spider-Man. But, like, they sometimes intertwine.
Okay.
Mary Jane is in there. Not, like, that Mary Jane. Like... Homecoming Mary Jane.
Oh.
he has, like, Mary Jane.
Okay.
Voiced by Laura Bailey.
Not.
Ayo! Sorry.
That's a gamer nerd thing.
Yeah.
Also D&D thing.
Yeah.
Let's not shush. I know this purely from listening to her rant. Everybody just calm down. It'll be fun. Abort! We are getting off track. Somebody help!
Anyway.
All of the conversations are like this. We'll talk about Marvel stuff, and then all of a sudden, hey, games. And I'm like, Sarah, no. Sarah, we were talking about a thing. Sarah,
games are my life. I've been gaming since I was way too little.
5. Because
no,
8. Because your sisters wouldn't play with you.
No, okay, they would. Okay, you know that weird, like, little, like, I'll plug it in, like, plug in the second controller and let you play.
Yeah.
Or, like, third controller, because my 2 sisters.
Yeah.
They would plug me into the save port, and me being too little, didn't know. I just saw it plugged into something.
And so you thought you were playing.
I thought I was playing. I know this now that it was the save port because, like, it took me a while, but, like, I was, like 12 when it finally when I thought back to it, it finally registered when I was, like, 12, and I was like, I wasn't! No! That's what happened. So I was playing at, like, 5.
Bug. Oh, Sarah Bug.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Poor child. I didn't actually start playing until, like, the age, like,
Kingdom
9.
Hearts.
Yeah, I don't know. I was a weird age when that came out, but, like, it's Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
I had to wait.
Turner just fell over. Turner now.
Like, 10-year anniversary came, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so old.
Yeah.
It's 13 years.
Old?
No, like, since the last game.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Since... Hey, why are you taking a picture?
I'm trying to take a picture of all of your, like, snacks.
Snacks.
Here we see Sarah, Dr. Pepper, another Dr. Pepper, and a Sonic, and Lay's and some donuts. Okay. Okay, momentarily it stopped recording the podcast, but it's fine now.
Yes.
It's fine. Everything's okay. If the first half of the podcast was lost, oh well, welcome to the thing. You didn't miss much.
No, but like Kingdom Hearts is like really hard game for your first game because you have to like you don't have things? You don't have like the motor skills really for like your first game. You're just learning everything and wiring it in your brain, and it's the first like make of Kingdom Hearts is like really complicated sometimes, and like my brain couldn't function very well, so I had to wait a while.
If you had to rate my gaming skill, how would you rate it?
For a beginner, it's really good. Like I wouldn't have been able to do.
To do what? I'm very bad at games.
I wouldn't have been able to do like Sims.
Oh.
For my like first game or whatever. Minecraft would have been really hard.
I mean, I've played Minecraft. Like I used to play Minecraft on the Xbox because like my brother had Minecraft. So like I've done Minecraft on the Xbox, and I've done I want freaking whatever that. What's that game? What was that? I used to have a game.
Terraria?
No, what was it? It was the Piñata game.
Oh yeah.
I missed that game. When we first got the Xbox, I could play the Piñata game, and it was a great game. And so I've like played games before. I just haven't played like good games. I just haven't played games that like gamers game.
Like story games.
Yeah.
Like all games are valid games.
Yeah, just not like I just caught
like,
myself.
Quote unquote professional games.
Yeah, like I haven't played like Kingdom Hearts or like Dragon Age Inquisition.
I mean, I play. Okay, my variety of games is kind of weird. I played like Dragon Age Inquisition, Kingdom Hearts. One's an RPG, one's an JRPG, and then
what is a JRPG?
Japanese role-playing game.
Oh, okay.
They're more about like stats, like
Viva Pinata. That was the name of the game. I just looked it up. Sorry.
Like
Yeah.
JRPGs are more about, like, you earn, like, XP, you level up. It's all about the numbers. Action, like, role-playing games are more like, it's about story.
Okay.
You still need to, like, level up and all of that. There's still, like, the basic functions of a JRPG and stuff like that, but it's more, like, story-based. But, like, I can play, like,
maybe we should get back to the recap, Sarah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll do game lore.
We're, like, 30 minutes into the podcast, and we haven't gotten past, like, the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Maybe I'll do a gaming podcast with you.
Yeah, okay. So
I could get out all this game knowledge that floats around in my brain.
So, there's this thing that is a giant lava monster. It fights with Thor. Thor kills it, gets its head off. Yeah. Then there's like there's like a dragon, and there's like some dead people, and like they're fighting.
Weird army.
Yeah, weird army of dead people. But Thor's fighting them. And then he's like, Heimdall! Heimdall! Heimdall!
Heimdall's not at the phone at the moment. Please leave a message after the beep.
Yeah, so the new guy as the gatekeeper guy who runs the Bifrost, he's just like, okay, fine, blah, 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 whatever. I'm trying to entertain pretty ladies, Mr. Thor, whatever, but fine.
I need to announce your...
Not that yet. But then, okay, so he comes along with the dragon head, because of course it does.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And so then Thor goes to, like, the place in Asgard where you go when you want to go see a play. Because that's where everybody is. The amphitheater. Yeah. And it's playing out the story of Loki and Thor. The tragedy of Loki, if you will. And, yeah, Loki's there in disguise as freaking, what's his face? As Odin. I know that.
Odin's son?
Odin's. I know that. Just names escape me at times, Sarah. Son of Odin.
My name is Phil Coulson. Son of Cole.
Phil, son of Cole. How are you? Are you okay, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. You're just quiet.
Yeah, no, it was like PTSD moment of like Phil dying.
Phil, no.
I was like, Phil, no.
But yeah, so after that happens, Loki cusses in Midgardian, and then he says shenanigans. And
basically.
Yeah. We don't say that kind of language. I mean
I do, but like
Sarah uses that kind of language here. I don't.
For podcasts, I try and keep it family friendly.
And then occasionally, you don't say that bad of words.
No. I try and keep it, like, on the low scale of bad.
Of the cussing you would say around Bliss.
Yeah.
It's funny, because it's not even like I'm like, guys, don't cuss. It's like, I just don't cuss, and people are like, oh.
No, sometimes I'll be like, fudge it.
Yeah.
But, like...
No, but with most people, I just, like, I don't cuss. Mm-hmm. And since I look pretty young.
Mm-hmm. And so they're like, oh, sweet baby, we no cuss word.
Yeah.
I'm mainly, no matter what, I try and keep it, like, I try not to, like, full on go ham on the cuss words, but, like, so I use different words. But occasionally, I just can't. I'm so mad at, like, a game or something, or, like, driving and someone's not using their turn signal. I get so mad that I just straight out cuss word.
The thing is, I like saying weird insults because it makes me laugh, and then I'm not angry anymore.
Yeah.
That's my trick. That's my secret. But yeah. So then Thor's like, Loki, take me to Dad. And he's like, fine, whatever, Thor, you're being weird. And so then they go to Earth, and the place that he's supposed to be, he's not there. Because
the thing's not there.
Yeah, the building was destroyed. Oh, well, it was a nursing home. Oh, well, and so then, what, Doctor Strange? Cool.
He takes Loki.
Loki is falling for 30 minutes.
And he leaves, like, a card there being like, hey, come here.
Go to 177A whatever street. And I'm like, 177A? Kind of like 221B, because... friggin' Sherlock. Because Benedict Cumberbatch. Did you see the thing where it's like, I don't care, I love the fact that,
What is that?
What?
I thought
Girl, I just So, who is that?
Huh?
Okay. So, somebody's texting Sarah, and they're like, girl, I see you. And you're like, I hope not. I'm in a closet right now.
Like, whoa. Whoa. What? Do you have the all-seeing eyes?
No, there's a camera inside of Benjamin.
Oh my god, Benjamin, why didn't you tell me this?
You're being pranked, son. Yeah, Benjamin Button. What Benjamin Button? What?
Benjamin Button. That's what. Benjamin Button.
I haven't even. Is that a movie? Yeah,
That's
it's a movie.
like a person, I think.
Yeah, Benjamin Button. It's a movie, and it's also a person. He ages backwards. I haven't seen it. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah. And then someone's like, hey, Thor, can I take a picture with you? Sorry, James dumped you. And he's like, it was a mutual dumping. Like, you know.
I dumped her, she dumped me, you know.
Yeah.
I really want to see what happened with that, though.
Yeah.
Because he was staying...
Darcy!
Because he was staying with them for a while. And then...
I want Darcy back, guys. Hashtag bring Darcy Lewis back.
She just single-handedly saves... everything after Infinity War. She's like, if no one else will do it, I'll do it. And then she saves everyone.
Like, Ian, Eric and Jane all, like, crumbled to dust, and she's like, I don't think so.
Not right now.
Nobody takes my... But, I mean, I feel like... Okay, so Jane and, Thor breaks up. I feel like Darcy's, like, the kid in the divorce. Like...
Yeah.
Because she's like, you know, I'm friends with Jane, but, like, space. You know? It's sad. I want Darcy back. I'm bringing Darcy back.
Ew.
Can we please, like... Okay, first
sign a petition and send it to, like, Stanley.
I have 2 requests. Request number 1 is that we bring Darcy back to the MCU. Request number 2 is that somebody do an edit of just Thor with thunder and lightning to the song Thunder.
And
you know, thunder, hear the thunder.
Imagine Dragons.
Imagine Dragons? Okay.
Yeah, that's who
that. You know that song.
Oh my god, I really want, like, I don't think the song was, like, out at the time Thor Ragnarok came out, but I wish it was.
What song?
Thunder.
Oh. What do you mean it wasn't out?
I don't think it. I said I don't think. It might have been.
I don't know how recent that song is, but it doesn't seem that recent.
I want it in that movie so bad.
The song they do have, I like a lot with it. Like, whatever that song is.
It was in, like, Shrek.
I like that song.
2, I think. I don't know. But it was in Shrek, and it was... That's how I remember those songs. That's the first time I heard it. I was a big, like, Shrek fan when they came out. I'm not gonna lie. I saw all of them.
You saw all of the Shrek in theaters?
Yes, Happily Ever After. Well, no, not 1 because I was too young.
Okay.
But, like, all the others. Especially Happily Ever After. That one is good.
It was released in 2017.
When was this movie released?
This movie
it's after 2007. Like, it was in 2017 because Guardians of the Galaxy 2
was in...
This is after this.
Okay.
So, I'm assuming these are all in, like, 2017. Spider-Man Homecoming and...
Yeah, Thor was in November of 2017. And then Black Panther was in February of 2018.
Yeah.
And then Infinity Wars was in April, and Ant-Man and the Wasp was in July. So, they were busy. But yeah, you're rolling your eyes at your phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get to see Mr. Doctor, Stephen Strange. It's great. He's great. We love him. Benedict Cumberbatch. I saw a thing that was like, I love how no matter how, like, misspelled Benedict Cumberbatch's name is, everybody knows what we're talking about. Yeah. But instead of Benedict Cumberbatch, it was spelled super weird. I don't remember what it was. But it was funny. Anyway.
Funny, haha.
Haha, funny, haha. So, Thor...
That's like our laugh track.
Thor goes back to Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange is like, okay, I'll tell you where your dad is, as long as, like, you don't, you take your brother and leave, because he's kind of a danger to Earth. Not cool, brah.
I monitor all the dangers to Earth, and he's definitely a danger.
Yep. So if you could, like, take your brother and leave.
Thanks.
And, yeah, thank you. And he keeps on, like, messing with Thor. He's like, okay, this, and this, like zooming them around.
Yeah.
And he keeps on, like, sloshing his drink, and it's funny.
At one point, Thor just sets it down, and then he does it again, and he's like, okay, we need to talk about this. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Is this not normal? What do you... I love that, like, in Doctor Strange, he's like, I don't really know what I'm doing all this well. Mm-hmm. And in this one, he's just like, I know what the heck I'm doing.
He's like, zoom, zoom. Because it goes, he's had 1, 2, 3 movies to practice.
Okay.
So,
he's had a while. Plus, Benedict Cumberbatch is just really good at playing a cocky son of a you-know-what.
Son of a biscuit!
Yeah. Or son of a... he's, very good at playing a cocky guy whose parents aren't married, you know?
Yeah.
He's
son of a booty treasure hunter.
What? Booty treasure? What?
Booty is used for treasure, but like I said that first because it was like son of a treasure hunter.
I'm confused.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I'm confused by that one. The first two, I understood that reference, but this one, I don't understand that reference.
It's fine.
Okay.
But
yeah, honestly, just Benedict Cumberbatch is really good at being cocky. Yes. So I get that.
I mean, he did play Sherlock.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're not cocky and you're Sherlock, I mean, who are you really?
Why are you playing Sherlock?
Yeah, I mean, Sherlock Holmes. He's my homie. Ha 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 ha. Anyway. So, Doctor Strange tells Thor where his daddy is. And Thor's like, thanks, can I have my brother back? And he's like, yeah, sure, here you go. And here's a portal to Norway. So, enjoy that. And also, like, bye. So now they're in Norway. We see, and no one's like, okay, I'm gonna die in a few minutes, guys, so...
Like, I got so much to tell you, yet so little time.
Yeah, so we're gonna have, like, a heart-to-heart for, like, a minute or whatever.
Like, your home isn't Asgard. Home is wherever you can be.
Home is where the heart is.
I mean, look at this view.
Yeah, look at how beautiful it is. Your mother's calling me. I gotta go bye. And so then Hela comes, and she's like, I'm Hela... and I'm angry. I'm hella angry. You don't want hella angry.
Nope.
Do you remember when she's like, I'm Hela? And my response was like, ready for this party, guys.
No, yeah, I have it actually written down. I'm Hela. She says, and you're like, ready for this party.
Because, slang. Slang's great, guys. I love slang.
I used to use, like, when Hela was, like, at its peak. Like, I used to a lot. I used a hell a lot, you could say.
How often did you use it?
Hella. Like, oh my god, I was a fan of the word hella.
So, yeah. They fight for a bit. Thor's hammer gets smashed. And then Loki's like, Bifrost! And Thor's like, no! And then Thor, Loki, and Hela are all in the Rainbow Bridge. And it's not cool, because, Hela throws them out of the Rainbow Bridge. And then Hela's on Asgard. And she murders some people. A lot of people get murdered. It's not cool. But, other stuff. So it turns out Thor's with the trash now because there's a trash place.
He's amongst my people. It's a joke to a way earlier video.
You're trash.
Yeah, because I'm trash.
I mean, it's not that hard of a reference to get. You're just trash. What?
I have like a bruise.
Why do you have a bruise on your armpit of a knee?
I don't know. It's a weird place.
Why do you have a bruise on your knee armpit?
I don't know. So we're just gonna put some
knee
tape
pit?
Yeah, knee pit.
I like that you just put tape over it. Yeah, Scotch tape would work. Well, why did you not think Scotch tape would work if you don't have any Scotch tape? No, nobody has any tape.
Yeah, no one has any tape.
You have an explosive device and, like, priceless batteries in your bag. If anybody would have tape, it would be you. That's what I'm saying. I have to do everything. Flashback to Guardians of the Galaxy 2. That's great, guys. Love that. Yeah. But then this Valkyrie chick shows up, and she's like, hey, Thor, he's my bro, a.k.a. he's my prisoner now.
Yeah.
So then she takes him to, like, be a fighter in the place, and Thor's not enthused about that.
He's like, no, I need to save my people.
Willy Wonka music starts playing.
Which
Thor
is
starts
weird.
screaming. I loved it because I love Willy Wonka.
It was without the words, but you could still tell it was Willy Wonka.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
This is me being vulnerable here, and I know I'm gonna get hate for this.
Yep.
I prefer the Johnny Depp over the original.
I do too.
Oh, high five!
Woo! We love the Johnny Depp.
We prefer the Johnny Depp movie.
Like, I've seen both, and I do prefer Johnny. He does kind of act a little weird, but that's okay. It's understandable because Willy Wonka is weird.
Yeah, but, like, I just feel like
the Oompa Loompas look less, like, creepy.
Yeah, and also, like, in the original, yeah, Johnny Depp's creepy, but, like, that's what we expect from Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Gene Wilder, he looks like a child predator in that movie.
Yes,
like, hello, little children, let me give you sweets. Like, Willy Wonka's insane. Like, Johnny Depp Willy Wonka's insane.
Yeah.
So, like, we're not worried about him.
No.
But, like, Gene Wilder just is creepy, okay?
Yeah.
And he's yelling, and I don't like people yelling, and it's just like, not cool, guys.
The only thing I like about the Gene Wilder one is where when he walks out as Willy Wonka and he, like, falls down.
Oh, yeah, and he does the, like, flip.
Yeah, and then he, like...
I mean,
was cool, but, like...
Don't get me wrong. The, like, 2000s version of Willy Wonka...
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't good.
No.
It's not good.
It's not good, but I like it better.
Yeah. It's not...
It gives me, like, horror film vibes, but, like, I understand it.
Also, like, Willy Wonka's so cringy. Yeah. Like, hello, world. Hello, Starshine. Whatever. The world says hello. Just... And he's, like, super, like, cringy. And I was like, ha, ha, ha. Oh, children. These must be your... parents. I'm not gonna lie, he's creepy, but he doesn't seem like a child predator.
No.
Oh, I was watching this thing of, like, how to ruin the original Willy Wonka for you, or something like that. And there's a thing that's a reference to a thing, and it made it into the movie, and it was creepy. But yeah, and then, oh, look, it's the one dude, the Grandmaster.
The Collector.
The Collector / Grandmaster. He's a dude. He's there.
If you don't remember, the Collector.
Yep, he melts a dude's face. Mm-hmm. Like the Nazis in Indiana Jones.
They call it the melting
stick. I feel very bad. I feel like I'm going to get a lot of flack for this podcast because I've insulted both Andrew Garfield's face.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You're a great human, I'm sure. I don't know anything about you or your life. And I said that Gene Wilder looks like a child predator. Just in that movie, not in general.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I mean, this whole podcast is all over the place.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so Thor's like, I'm gonna fight the, like, big guy. And so they're like, okay, fine, you need a haircut. Here you go. Oh, yeah, Loki's here. He's been here for, like, a week or whatever.
Time difference, I guess.
Well, I mean, he got thrown out earlier. Not a week earlier, but, I mean,
like
time...
a couple, like, seconds earlier.
Time works differently here.
So, apparently that was more time.
Yeah. And, yeah. So, Thor gets a haircut, then, he goes out to fight after meeting Korg. Korg's great. Everybody loves Korg. And, Milk, whatever his face is. The guy who's an insect with scissors for hands.
Yeah, at the end where he's like...
Yeah.
I've been carrying it around for a while because I feel really bad because like I killed him on the bridge and
I accidentally scopped on him. I'm sorry. And he's like, "Oh, you're not dead."
Yeah, he's not dead. What was your question? I love that part.
That was great. I love that. Oh yeah, we find out the Valkyrie chick is wasted. She's total drunk.
Oh, she's like.
To
be fair, she chugged
worse than Tony Stark.
Like Tony Stark was like a working alcoholic. She's like, oh, not good.
Yeah. But yeah, and then Loki's there. Thor and Banner Thor and the Hulk fight.
Yes.
It's not cool. Thor almost wins, and then they're like zap, and then it's like, oh no, I'm a pile of mush. Even though it doesn't make sense that they're zapping him when he's like, and they're using electricity when he's like the god of thunder and lightning, and he like normally has lightning coursing through his body, which it doesn't make sense that zapping would like hurt him. But you know, whatever
technicalities, we're not gonna get into
whatever that. Floats your boat that's carrying your dead mother away. You know, whatever. What, too soon?
Way too soon.
Sarah's eyes just got real big. Like, no.
I was a big fan of his mother. Like, she was pretty cool.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Rip Fricka. Yeah. That's freaking terrible, man. But yeah, but then Thor wakes up when he's about to get smashed, and so he's like, nope, and then it blacks out, and we don't know what happens, and then he wakes up, and, the Hulk's there, he's bathing.
Yep.
We find out there's a Quinjet here.
Okay, so, like, Thor's, like, asked, like, how did you get here? He's like, Quinjet, and then splashes in the water. Yeah. As if, like, he knows the word Quinjet, but he doesn't know the word crash.
I like that, Thor, like, we learn in this movie that, like, Hulk can talk more. He gets more words. He has a bigger vocabulary now.
He's learning.
He's like a very angry toddler.
Mm-hmm. They do, equate his brain to a toddler.
How many PhDs does he have? 0. How many do I have? 7.
Like, why don't you use one of your 7 PhDs to fly this? None of them are on flying!
None of them were flying alien ships. Dude, calm down. So yeah, but then Thor and the Hulk, they bond, they escape. They sneak, they attack, but mostly they snack. They need snacks, sorry.
They need...
So yeah.
That man a sandwich!
Reference to Captain America, the First Avenger.
Yeah.
Somebody get that kid a sandwich. Anyway, I like that my phone's casually placed on the bongos.
No spontaneous bongos for you, I guess.
I like that I just used the word casual and bongos in the same sentence.
A horror game does that.
Are you talking about Five Nights at Freddy's? Because that's the
location.
Yeah. Part of the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise.
That's just saying the...
That's the reference I was making, Sarah, yes.
I may not play a lot of games, but I know most.
You don't play games?
I don't play, like, no, I do, but, like, a lot of games, like, I don't play. I watch playthroughs. Mm-hmm. Because I myself would never get through Five Nights at Freddy's at all.
Five Nights at Freddy's. Also, you're not a PC gamer. You're like a PS.
Console is what they call it.
Yeah, I know console.
But, yes, PS4 series. Like, I had a PS1, I had a PS2, I had a PS3,
You had it? What happened to it?
I have a PS3 and I have a PS4. Mm-hmm. I would have a PS2, but it, like...
Broke. Oh. Did somebody throw it out a window, or was it damaged in the fire?
No, it just got too old.
Oh.
It was old when we got it, like, it was used when my family got it, and I used it for a good 10 years before it broke.
So yeah, and then they escape, and the Grandmaster's like, oh no, they escaped, get them.
Get them!
Yeah, Banner's like freaking out. The Quinjet's destroyed because the Hulk, gosh darn it. Gosh darn you. Mm-hmm. Then we find out the Revengers are a thing after the Valkyrie comes and talks to Thor, after her and Loki have a fight, and we see clips of, like, the thing that happened between her and Hela. It was, well, shall I say, hella awkward? I'm sorry I couldn't. Yeah, and we find out that once Loki turned himself into a snake, and was like, blah, it's me, and I stabbed him. It was great. Yes, Loki has tried to kill me many, many times. So yeah, that's great. And then we see them, like, escape, and with a ship. Yep. And Loki gets left behind, but then he goes with Korg and the others because they started a revolution. Korg is there because he started a revolution. Well, he tried to, but he didn't put enough pamphlets. So it was just his mom and her boyfriend that showed up, and he hates his mom's boyfriend, so he got sent there. It was terrible. We find out what get help is. That's great. I love that.
No, I don't want to get help. We're doing it.
Do you have any other ideas?
Yeah. My brother, he needs help. Get help.
Help! My brother, he's dying. Get help.
He's like, oh, I hate that. It's so humiliating.
Not for me, it's...
It's great.
Yeah. So then they go to Asgard through the Devil's Anus.
That's what it's called.
Yep, that's a giant portal. It's called the Devil's Anus. Medical term for your butt. Yay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But yeah. Yeah, then they go, they fight, they protect, they attack, but mostly they snack. There's a big fight scene. They fight. Hulk comes. Oh, we didn't talk about the fact that the Valkyrie and Banner were just like, it seems like I know you. Like, and they're like, yeah, I feel like I know you too. And it's great. And then she's like, oh, that's the Hulk. Okay.
It takes her a while to figure out.
Yeah, it's a moment.
Because he's like, I'll show you who I am. And
no, he's like, I know how to fix this problem.
Yeah.
Boop. So yeah, that happens. And then there's the big fight, and it's like, just, Loki, everybody, all the, like, Asgardians has gotten onto the big ship with Korg and them. But it's, like, Helmdall, Loki, Thor, missing an eye.
Yep.
And, Valkyrie.
I don't know her name, so it's
just
Valkyrie.
We're just calling her Valkyrie. I mean, she's the only one left.
She's the only one left.
And then Hela on the bridge. Is hella awkward.
The wolf is, like, dead.
No, the wolf is fighting Bruce.
Hulk, yeah.
Yeah.
But he does, like, the whole, like, the wolf bites Hulk and assume dies of radiation point, like,
yeah. I like
gamma radiation.
I like that he bites him and, like, green stuff comes out. Not even, like, regular blood. No, it's
like,
green.
No, we've seen in The Incredible Hulk, Hulk's blood. It's regular blood.
What? Banner's blood.
Yeah, well.
We didn't see Hulk's blood, specifically.
Yeah.
Because nobody can make him bleed. He's resistant to bullets.
Except for wolf's teeth.
I mean, it is the one who's supposed to swallow the moon. The sun. Maybe also the moon. I can't remember.
And it's supposed to swallow everything.
Yeah. So it would make sense for him to have really sharp teeth. Arr, arr. So,
but,
yeah.
It's just kind of weird. We've seen Hulk basically invincible and then get bitten by a wolf.
Yeah. So.
I wonder if he's a werewolf now.
I don't know.
No.
He already turns into a big
that'd
green...
be weird. Like, Banner turns into the Hulk can turn into, like, a werewolf. Like, Banner can't because he wasn't bit. It was only the Hulk, so the Hulk would be the one that turns into a werewolf.
And now, somewhere that fan fiction is going to exist.
You're welcome.
I'm not thanking you for that. I don't want that. Please.
It would be interesting. If done well.
Yes, okay. Well, if you guys want to send us a link to that.
I'll straight up read it. I'll tell you what I think.
Liz is actually magic podcast at gmail.com. Podcasts. Liz is... It's either Liz is actually magic podcast or podcasts. Either way. Yeah, you have to have an email to have a podcast.
Okay.
So...
I didn't know we had any. I'm not up with this technology.
You don't know how emails work, Sarah?
No, I don't.
Oh my, Sarah, do I need to tell you about this thing called an email? I mean, maybe I do because you never respond to me.
I go, yep, I received an email. Okay, I have so
podcast. Liz is actually Magic Podcast. Sorry.
Podcast with an S.
No podcast. It's
podcast.
Liz is actually Magic Podcast.
Okay. Like, I have so many emails to keep, like, email accounts to keep up with. I have my school one. I have my personal, like,
Sarah,
I'm in college.
I know. It's not that I don't want them to know about how many emails you have. It's that I want to finish up with the recap.
Okay, so I have, like, a school one. I have a personal one. I have, like, a like, a gaming one. And then I have, my YouTube one.
Yeah.
So I have, like, 4.
Yeah, I helped you with the
gaming one.
Not the gaming one, the YouTube one. But yeah, I also have a lot of emails. I'm not going to list them here for you now because that would be tedious.
I have 2 gaming ones actually.
Oh, I also have a.
They're basically the same. One just has an S at the end of.
Thanks, Sarah. So, yeah, back to I'm sorry.
No, it's cool.
You just look so offended. I didn't mean to offend you. But they're on the ship.
Yep, on the ship.
Everybody's on the ship except for them, Loki, and
they're about to fly
Loki
away,
and the gang. Loki and the gang.
Loki and the gang. That's another band.
Yeah.
Loki and the gang. Instead of Yondu and the crew.
Loki and the gang.
Loki and the gang.
Loki and the Lokis. Everything's played in a Loki.
Yeah. I was thinking that it would be done in a minor, but minors aren't usually low.
Yeah, but anyway, Loki gets sent back to, do the, about music stuff. It's okay. Loki gets sent back to, put the thing in the eternal flame. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we forgot to mention Hela has, like, a dead, relived.
She has, like,
an army of zombies and a zombie giant wolf because of this eternal flame.
They're like skeleton.
Yeah.
The wolf is like a zombie.
It's in sheep's clothing. It's more than a warning. Ba ba, black sheep, have you any soul?
What is that song?
It's Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, Sarah. Okay. That's the name of the song.
I don't know that song. You sang it like
twice today. I know.
Twice today, and I don't know the name.
It's a really good. Every time you say like Wolf in Sheep's Clothing is brought up, I'm like, it's more than a warning.
It was brought up because my costume is Red Riding Hood.
Yeah.
For Halloween.
For Halloween, I'm gonna be Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service because I'm making the costume from scratch.
Like these information.
No, but you have it now. Yeah. You're welcome. Anyway, big fight happens. They make a big lava monster come back to life, and then he destroys Asgard because Hela gets her power from Asgard. It makes her hella powerful. And then Hela and the big lava monster fight. Cause, Avi. And then they both die. And everything's destroyed. Big explosion. They're going to Earth now. And then end credit scene happens. Yep. And we see the giant Thanos ship. Oh no.
It appears. It's
yep.
Like, Ayo, I'm here.
Yeah, because Loki's like, I don't know if I'm, like, welcomed on Earth.
He's like, we'll figure it out. And then the ship shows up.
And then the other end-credit scene is the Grandmaster being like, good job, guys. Good revolution. It's a tie. Everyone wins. Let's go back to the way it was. Everything was cool back then. So, yeah.
And they're like, no.
No. And he's like, yes. Anyway. That is the end of the recap.
Hello, we got here.
So now it's time to get to our notes.
I have in the beginning, Thor's jaw, because, like, the skeleton's, like, jaw just, like, falls away. Like, Thor's jaw dropping. Thanks for noticing.
First note I have is, Thor, who are you talking to? A dead body. He's talking to a dead body. Because at first we don't know who he's talking to.
Yeah.
And it's like,
okay, I did because I've seen it, but she's like, what is she talking to? I was like, oh, you'll see.
No, you
spoiled
a lot of this movie before it happened.
Just like dead body, and she's like, what? And I was like, and then dead body showed up. Yeah,
you might have spoiled like 40% of the movie, but it's fine.
I mean, if you tell me no spoilers, I'm good at like being like, no, I won't tell you. But like, if you don't, I'll be like, Look at this. Spoiler.
But it's just because, like, we're used to watching movies together that I'm like, stream of consciousness, here's what I'm thinking. And, like, if you've seen it, you'll be like, oh, this thing. Or if you haven't seen it, you'll be like, this is what I think.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then, that the dragon head gets, like, caught in the Bifrost, and I'm like, I bet the dragon head comes with him to Asgard. And then it did. So it's bet that dragon head goes with them. Yeah, it did.
I have, this is like Iron Man 3 all over again with the timing. Because, like, Thor's like, and now I will beat you up. And he's like, wait, I didn't.
Yeah, Mew Mew's coming. Give me a second.
Yeah. And then he's like, Heimdall, please. I'm like, Heimdall's not here right now. Please leave a message at the beep.
Oh, Midgardian cuss words. Because he's like, oh, shenanigans.
For some reason, I have just one.
Just one?
I don't remember that's for, but, I mean, if it's probably in the movie, like, if you watch it again, you'll be like, yeah, I think I know where that's from. I should be really, like, this is not the first time this has happened. No. I should be better at note-keeping. I just remember what happens. Mutual dumping is the next note I have, and then 221B equal 177A. I have, I did it backwards because I wrote Doctor first, but Dr. Mister is back.
And I have Mr. Doctor is back.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be, but like mine.
Mr. Doctor. Oh, Mr. Doctor. It's strange. I may be, but who am I to judge? Reference to Doctor Strange.
I have, the end credit scene from, Doctor Strange is here.
It's happening, yeah.
It's happening!
I've been falling for 30 minutes!
I have, I think... Strange just wants to mess with Thor because he's like teleporting him around.
Thor is with the trash now. Is the next note I have when Thor is like gets teleported to like where all the trash in the place with the thing. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about.
I have Rip Mew Mew.
Rip no
because when Hela shows up, she crushes Mew Mew.
What's the next note you have?
I'm Hela, ready for this party, Liz. I quoted you.
Thank you.
Because you get mad when I don't.
It's not that I get mad, it's just that you don't remember, so I'm like, Sarah, state your sources.
State your sources. I do that way too often, I'm like mad. And then the next one I have sibling pouting, because they were like pouting together. Instead of sibling bonding, sibling pouting.
What's your next note?
Take that, ghost. Me in the middle of the night.
Oh, because, Korg gets angry.
Yeah, and he's throwing things at an image of Loki, and then, like, Korg shows up and sees it right as it disappears. He's like, yeah! Kicks it, and it's like, yeah! Take that, ghost.
Next note I have is, she's wasted about the Valkyrie, and then Willy Wonka music.
Willy Wonka.
And then, okay, so... Thor is talking to the Valkyrie, and he's like, you will pay for this. And she's like, no. I got paid for this.
That's one of my favorite lines.
Yeah.
I have, work friend! when he meets Thor.
I have, Thor got a haircut, and then followed by, we know each other. He's a friend from work.
Yeah. And I have, hey, big guy.
Sun's getting real low.
Because he, like, does the, hey, big guy, but he does, like, a real long pause.
Yeah,
and we finished it together.
Because we didn't know he was going to say that. I was just like, hey, big guy. And at the same time, the sun's getting real low.
Because he did it like that, like how Nat would. Because, like, he was just imitating that.
Yeah. Because that's what Nat would say to get him to calm down.
Hey, big guy.
Sun's getting real low. Why are you handing me the melting stick?
When he was talking to Heimdall.
Yeah.
And after
the thing?
To like, know how to escape.
Yeah.
He's like, the big one. Like, thanks, Heimdall, for the vagueness.
Heimdall is vague.
Yeah, he's like, you know, the big one. Like, maybe I didn't see that.
We didn't see that. Yeah, Heimdall.
Heimdall, give me some plot. What are you looking for?
My pen. It's fine.
Help you?
I don't know where my own pen is. Next note I have is Revengers.
Yeah, because they're trying to decide on a name. They're like, Hulk's like, Thor's like, the Revengers. And Banner was like, no. I have, Hulk knows the magic word. Please.
Because he's like, don't leave after he throws something at her. Please?
Yeah. And then I have mirror floor is a cool effect because when they're like talking to
that was really cool. The Grandmaster?
Yeah, they're talking to the Grandmaster right before he's like, go get Thor, go get Hulk, and
they're both like, yeah, sure, whatever.
But like they were walking there and the floor was mirrored, and so it showed the mirror floor first, and then it went whoosh. It was very cool.
It was a very interesting effect. I like that effect.
Yeah.
And then, bleh, it's me.
Bleh, I have mainframe because he's like, don't say that word.
I don't like that word.
I don't like the S word. Like, I don't like that word. And she's like, mainframe? He's like, why would I hate mainframe? The S word, meaning slaves. And he's like, prisoners with jobs.
Yeah. Sorry, sir. The prisoners with jobs are revolting. Get help in quotation marks.
Get help.
I don't like doing get help.
I like the get help scene because it's like such a sibling thing to do if you were like were to like distract someone.
Yeah. You're like, how are we gonna do this? I have an idea.
It would be something like the older sibling totally would have been like, you pretend you're dying, I'm gonna scream get help, and then just work with me here.
Yeah.
And they don't tell you until like
you're getting thrown,
and you're like, that was your plan. Like,
not a great plan.
I call it get help. And then you continue that, and you, of course, the younger sibling hates it.
As a younger sibling.
As a younger
can confirm.
Can confirm. Both of us can.
Yeah. And I don't know how bad it was for you, but I have an older brother, so I don't know how bad it is with older sisters.
Older sisters, it's kind of chill, but like when they go through puberty, it gets kind of crazy. Because there's like, in my household there was 4 females, one being my mom, 2 sisters, and me, and then my dad. So my
plus
dad,
all the cats.
Yeah, plus all the cats. So I feel really bad for my dad because he had to deal with 4 females all doing the thing that females do. But of course they did theirs. Like, I'm really young, so it took a while for me. But like, he was like, "Woo, we're finished," and then I'm like, "No, hey."
I still have puberty.
Yeah.
Look forward to that. But like, the thing is, when you have an older brother, they like fighting, and so me and him would like fight with lightsabers, and I would be like, yeah, cool, into it, and then I would get beat up with a piece of plastic, and then I'd be like, not cool anymore.
No, mine was never that bad. It was just kind of like, you get yelled at for like stepping in the room, and you're like, no, I need something, and they're like, no, get out, and you're like, I'm never gonna get that thing. Also, since I was like the 3rd child, I got all the hand-me-downs. So I hardly got anything new. It sucked.
Me and my brother were close to the same age, so it wasn't that bad. We were both like, we want to be left alone at the same time.
No, I was too young.
But when I was little, I was cold at night because I'm cold-blooded. So I'd like try and sneak into either like my parents' room or my brother's room to cuddle. And like one time I did that, and my brother punched me in the face. Like, he was asleep, and then like I snuck up to his bed, and he punched me in the face. So that was an interesting time. And then there was another time. Other times, like, I would just like sneak into his room while he was sleeping. Because, like, that's what I would do. And then I would cuddle.
Yeah.
Because I would be like, shush, shush, shush. Sneaky, sneaky, sneak. Cuddle.
Give me your word. No, mine was more like, like, I try and talk to the, like, since I was little, like, 7 years apart from the middle child, and 9 years from the older child. So, like, I was like, hey, I want to play. Can we? And they're like, no! I was like, eh. So, I mean, it wasn't all bad. Like, none of, like, but, like, the main parts I can remember for a lot of it was like, no, get out of here, you little meanie face. I'm like, but I'm only, like, 8. Please, I need a friend. And so, like, I had to deal with being alone and how I did that. Games. that's how I became a gamer.
This podcast is just gonna have the description. Sarah gets sidetracked.
I have the next note I have is he can fly this ship, but not the other one. Back to like Thor, the Dark World.
Yeah, because Thor kept on like very bad driving.
Yeah.
With the.
But this one, he's amazing. Like either he had like a crash course in driving ships in between, or like he could only drive like this type of ship.
When you said crash course, my mind immediately went to like John Green, Hank Green, welcome to Crash Course, and the like teaching thing.
Yeah.
So and immediately I'm like, I don't think they have one of those for like alien
What
ships.
if they did though? Like
they would want to. I'm sure they would want to. They would geek out so hard about that.
No, I meant someone like a Hank Green or John Green version of Crash Course for like ships. That would be great. And Thor just sit there and binge watched it all.
What is this Harry Potter they make reference to?
This is Harry Potter. I must watch it.
I think that's how England has wizards.
England has wizards now?
Next note I have is, I'm not doing good help. Mm-hmm. When they were on the bridge.
Yeah, I have, Thor doesn't understand PhDs. Because he was like, use your PhDs. Be like, PhDs are like specified areas. Like,
I don't have a PhD for flying alien ships. Thor.
I think all of Bruce Banner's PhDs are like science related.
Most likely, considering he's a scientist.
Or engineer. I know one of them is in engineering. Because he used it in The Incredible Hulk to fix stuff. People wanted me to be an engineer. Like, no, I can't do math.
Yeah, math is hard. I don't like math.
Hard.
Do you want to do the next one?
I have poor unfortunate
souls in pain, in need. This one longing to be thinner, that one wants to get the girl, and do I help them? Yes, indeed. There's poor unfortunate souls. So sad, yet true.
I don't know why I thought of that, but like during the movie, one moment I was like, yeah.
Someone said
it said poor unfortunate something, but it wasn't souls.
Yeah.
And I was like, poor unfortunate souls. Like I turned around and I said that to you.
Yeah, I remember that. What's your next note?
Why is she so angry?
About who?
Hello.
Oh.
Just in general. Because she's walking up on the bridge and she's
you mean because she's hella angry?
Yeah, because she's hella angry. And then I was like, good thing they rebuilt that bridge.
Your phone's vibrating. It's up there, Sarah.
I was like, why? Good thing they rebuilt that rainbow bridge because they were like trudging across it. I was like, well, they won't need it anymore.
He got an eye patch is the next note I have about Thor.
He gets a sick eye patch now when he lost his eye.
Yeah.
I don't think that was my phone.
I'm pretty sure it was your phone because it wasn't my phone.
It's not my phone. My phone must have randomly
randomly rooted?
Yeah.
Okay, because your phone is the only one on wood, so it would be the only one to make that sound.
I don't understand why Anyway.
It wanted your attention, Sarah. It's lonely.
And then it's like, I'm not doing get help is my next.
Just keep on going with your notes.
And then, he's here!
About what?
I don't know. He's here.
Maybe when Loki was I'm your savior.
Yes, yeah. No, it was, it's near the end credit scenes where he's like, I would hug you if you were here, and then he throws something at Loki, and Loki catches it.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's here!
I'm in Gersh. Mick, you're alive.
Yeah, that was cute.
Adorable.
Because he was like taking a nap or whatever, and he's like, I'm here. And he's like, you're alive! What's your question now?
Did I have a question?
No, that was...
Oh, yeah, okay. That was part of the quote.
And then I have the final...
Final countdown. I'm sorry, go on.
I played that in when I was in band.
Ah, yes.
It's not fun to play as a flute. I'll tell you that. Don't do it.
Things happen at
flute players out there, don't play Final Countdown as a flute. See, that's not me.
Oh, where's my phone? Okay.
Ah!
Okay.
And then I have the final cutscene. I'll just say it now.
Yeah.
How do you tie a revolution? Like, you can't do that.
End credits. Everyone's gonna die because of the ship. And then end credits. It's a tie.
It's a tie.
So, Sarah, we've come to our end of the notes.
Ooh.
Which means it's coming to the end of the podcast.
Oh my god. I hope, people are like, finally!
It's been an hour and 20 minutes. Yeah. We're done with you guys.
Yeah, if they
No, they left sometime during you about ranting.
If they are still here, I applaud them.
Good on you.
It's oh my god, you stuck through me. That's not easy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like doing it, so. But yeah, this is the end of the podcast. If you want to do the things, do the things. You know what I mean. Okay, if you want to email us, you already know the email. We talked about that earlier. If you don't remember, listen to the entire podcast again until you remember it. Thank you. And that is everything. So goodbye.
Bye.
We had a whole, seriously, if you don't remember the email, we had a whole, sidetracked conversation about emails. Because Sarah's just let me tell you all my emails.
No, I didn't
You didn't just get chocolate on Totoro. You just got chocolate on Totoro.
Sorry. But,
Sarah.